More than 10 of the best Christmas presents to give. If you've got any more Christmas present shopping to do, you are in the right place. Or if you're wanting to think of a gift for someone but you haven't quite got it in mind yet, again, you are in the right place. I'm Annalouise and I'm going to be sharing some tips of some of the things that I think are some of the most wonderful presents to give and also to receive. And they're all extra special because they're all kind to the environment. Maybe like me, you sometimes worry about the quantity of stuff at Christmas time. I was just reading an article in the BBC this morning about the millions and millions of Christmas presents that end up in landfill every year and the high amount of waste we produce at Christmas time versus the rest of the year. And I think we all recognise it's not sustainable. And yet often we want to gift something to someone and we want to share a piece of our heart in that way, but without the concern that we might have of things ending up in landfill or having effect on future generations. So all my ideas come with a low environmental impact, and most of them I have tried and tested. I have gifted them in the past. Also, some of them are from people that have told me about having received these gifts and how much they appreciated them. So the number one is, not these are in priority order, just number one is the first one I'm going to say, are vouchers. So vouchers for potentially theatre or for a restaurant or for an event. So something that's around experience rather than a physical product. I have on a number of occasions given theatre vouchers to my brother and his kids so they can go to see something at the local theatre, and also to my parents. And what's so sweet about it is that when the moment comes and they go to whatever they've chosen, then they get to tell me about it and we relive it. And it's a beautiful way of filling up with joy again at the thought of the gift, hearing someone relate how they've enjoyed a performance. So vouchers, nearly every theatre sells vouchers, and restaurants, a lot of restaurants sell vouchers. So that's a great one, having the experience. Second one is something homemade. And we might feel, oh, I don't have any skills or talents to make something homemade. But we can discover them as well. I remember that I made some chocolate date balls, cocoa date balls, for the first time a few months ago. And they went down so well around the people I gifted them to. And so not only did I get the experience of making something I hadn't made before, it also was a very eco-friendly gift to share, with lots of lovely ingredients in them, all natural. Yeah, so it could be a food like jams or the date balls, or it could be something we make, like if we're an artist, a little picture. Or I remember a number of years ago I made some bags, like some shopping bags, on my sewing machine, and that was really sweet as well. So whatever it might be, but something homemade where we're reusing materials in our house. The next one is, this is perhaps one that might be a bit surprising, but it's actually the gift of appreciation. A few years ago, I was feeling disillusioned about the amount of physical products on the planet and Christmas. And so I decided, rather than to give physical products, I would give appreciation instead. And I was with my brother and his family and my parents. And there was the usual frenzy of Christmas with lots of presents going around. And then it was time for me to give my present, where I'd written out a special card for each person with what I appreciated about them. And so I handed them out, and everyone started reading their own, and the whole room went quiet, and the energy changed totally. It was really beautiful. There was just like this peaceful vibration, and like a vibration where it felt like people were coming into their hearts, and then people got to share what was I appreciated about them. They read them out loud, and it was such a beautiful moment. And those cards, maybe they've still got them, right? I did suggest that they kept them and they put them on their walls so that they could always see what I appreciated about them. And it's something that's permanent in someone's memory, even if they don't keep the card, but potentially it's permanent on the card as well. And it's so special. In a way, what better gift could we give someone than telling them how wonderful they are and very environmentally friendly. So that's appreciation. The next one is buying secondhand. Now, how do you feel about gifting something that's secondhand? Does that bring anything up for you, or do you feel totally fine with it? I know some people might feel a little bit like, oh, I can't give something that's secondhand. That's not. But the truth is, if we're able to do that, then we're setting such a great example for the people around us. When my nieces and nephews were younger, I actually asked them all, I said, you know what, I'm worried about the amount of things on this planet. I would really like to gift you something secondhand. What it means is that you'll get more because the secondhand things are cheaper. How do you feel about that? Would you be happy with me giving you secondhand things? And all of them said yes. And it was so heartwarming to hear that from my young nieces and nephews, that they understood and they bought into the principle. So not to be embarrassed about even asking, and using that perhaps, I was going to buy you a new book, but instead I decided to buy you 2 second-hand books. Yeah, I think it's such a blessing when people buy me second-hand things where I can see it's just right, and I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Much better than something new from out of a shop. And let's think of another one. Okay, another one is number 5, lessons and classes. Lessons and classes are another experience-based thing. And they can be such a gift, I'll buy you a guitar lesson, or I'll buy you a piano lesson, or a ukulele lesson. Maybe there's been something that someone's wanted to do for a long time. They wanted to learn salsa, or they wanted to learn French, or it's like, oh, I'll buy you some lessons. And it might be an online course, or it might be, some private lessons. So that's number 5. Number 6 links to that is buying someone a one-to-one session, like a massage or a treatment. I know I bought my brother once for Christmas Alexander treatment. Whether it's a massage, craniosacral, Alexander lesson, whatever it might be, I think that's an amazingly powerful gift, and also a potentially transformative one. What else have we got? Another thing which a friend was given was she was given a organic vegetable bag. And so every week she was going to get her organic vegetables from a local farm. And I just think that's such an amazing gift to receive. It's supporting a local business, it's supporting organic produce, it was supporting her eating fantastic food. And she was over the moon by this gift, so much so that her friends renewed it several times over and over because she was so happy with it. So perhaps someone that likes organic products but doesn't yet have a regular delivery, getting a regular delivery. What else? I think we're up to 9. Do you know what number we're up to? It doesn't matter, I've got so many ideas. So another idea is something artisan, particularly by someone that we might know. So I know this beautiful woman who makes homemade jewellery, and at the local markets here in Spain, there are lots of artisan stalls where people make homemade soaps, homemade products. Generally, the products are much more ethical. There's a whole lot of love that's gone into them. It's really supporting the local economy. A real privilege. So being able to explore artisan markets and feel what feels good for us, and to be able to ask people where the products have come from, where the raw materials have come from, and how much love they've put into it. Yeah, it feels really, really lovely. Next one is a subscription to something like Audible or Spotify. I love Spotify, and I used to be a regular user of Audible, and there are many people that I know that really might appreciate these things. So thinking about what type of online subscription might work for someone and gifting them that. Again, there's not like a direct environmental impact, there's no direct product, just a real experience-based blessing. And let me just check my lists. I think I've covered quite a lot already. Another one that I've done before is create a food hamper, which I've got some lovely organic products and divided them up. So say maybe if I've got a big bag of organic flaxseed and organic hemp and all these things, and then I put them into little jars that I've got reused, and pack them all up into a box, and so it's like a lovely organic collection of foodstuffs. A friend of mine did the same for me with things she had made actually herself, which was wonderful too back in the summer. That was such an amazing gift. And to end this list, which has gone over 10, thank goodness, is blessings. Would you like to feel like you're blessed? Well, I send you blessings. I send you blessings for joy and love in your life, for healing, for wholeness, for inspiration. I send you blessings. What's it feel like when I send you blessings? For me, it fills up my heart, and it feels just so open and like people care around me when we're sharing blessings. So I invite you to give blessings to everyone you can think of this Christmas time. No cost, no environmental impact, and it also makes us feel good too. It expands our heart. Please do share your ideas below of presents that feel good to you to gift. I would love to have some more ideas for my future Christmases, and maybe even this Christmas too. And if you've liked this video, please do press like, and also share it. Yeah, share the love. Perhaps you might want to receive some of these gifts, so you can share it to people you know, and you never know, you might get them back again. So please share it with anyone that comes to mind. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel, you can press subscribe, and you can press the little bell, and so you get notifications of future videos. Wishing you a wonderful festive period full of love and blessings, appreciation, and a real respect and honouring of our planet, and how we can show the love in our hearts and gift, and be in alignment with Mother Nature. So much love and light.